Thank you very much. Kindly take your seats. Dr. Fay Lea Patria Loraya, our University President, Mr. Florencio Mongoso Jr., UNC General Alumni Association President, the UNC Deans, faculty, staff, and students, our awardees this afternoon, led by Camarines Sur 5th District Representative Jocelyn Fortuno for Community Leadership Award, and Councilor Lito del Rosario, also a Community Leadership awardee. Students, honored guests, parents, ladies and gentlemen, marahay na hapon sa Indugabos. Thank you to the students, parents, faculty, and administrators of the University of Nueva Caceres for inviting me to join you in this happy occasion. It is a great honor to be invited by the university that has played such a big role in molding me as a lawyer, as a public servant, and as a Filipino. Just mabalos na marhay sa Indugabos. As you know, UNC is where I went to law school. This is also where my father earned his law degree and where my mother earned her doctorate in education. My husband, Jesse, was also a member of your faculty at the School of Engineering while he was mayor of Naga and I was studying law. But my connection with the university goes beyond so much more than the personal. For 74 years, UNC has been a leader in education here in Bicol. In one form or another, you have contributed to the formation of many generations of Bicolanos, including Jesse's constituents during his time as mayor and my constituents when I became a representative in Congress. I carried this connection with me when I became vice president. In fact, UNC has been a steadfast partner of the OVP in some of our projects under Angat Buhay. We are especially thankful for having you as a partner through your College of Engineering and Architecture for our Bahayanihan Housing Initiative. Because of UNC, we were able to build Angat Buhay villages in Lupi, Sangay, and Calabanga, offering safe new housing for families who bear the brunt of typhoons and disasters. Naging kritikal na marhay ang partisipasyon kang UNC sa pagkautob kan mga proyektong ini, lending your expertise not just in designing housing units and supervising their construction, but even in teaching masonry and carpentry, along with offering livelihood trainings for residents. Ako po ang testigo, asin kaiba ako sa patotoo, kan pirminindong nadadangog digdi sa UNC, not for school, but for life. We live in extraordinary times full of extraordinary challenges. You have just completed yet another year of your education under the grip of a pandemic. The transition to new modes of learning has been challenging, to say the least, not just for students, but for teachers, staff, and parents as well. On top of this, it feels like everywhere else we look, other challenges abound. We see our institutions weakening. We see disinformation, historical revisionism on overdrive. We see inequality widening, gaps in our basic needs remaining unfulfilled. The strain in the social fabric stretching even more tautly, putting so many on edge. UNC has provided you with the training and values to rise to these challenges head-on. As the first university in the Bicol region, ours is a proud tradition that reflects the best in the Bicolano. Resilience, the ability to think quickly on your feet, even in the face of crisis, the courage to stand up, even against the most formidable foes. Alagad, kaiba ka ining formation na ini ang sarong katungdan, to use all you have learned for what is good and true and right, to lend your skills, your knowledge, and your expertise in the service of others, to uplift the lives of those most in need. This is what our school motto in its fullest sense teaches us, that we are part of something bigger than ourselves, that we are here for something other than our own comfort and our own successes, that we are not called merely to be good students, but to aspire for greatness as citizens and as human beings. This is a joyous event, not just for you, but for your parents, for the faculty and administrators of UNC, and even for Bicol and the rest of the country. This is a day of triumph. You have all excelled in school this year, both in your academics and extracurriculars. And this is an achievement that is made so much more meaningful and impressive by the fact that you did all of this amid the greatest global crisis in our lifetime. Proud na proud po kami sa Indugabos. Pero habang kita nagseselebrar, I ask you also to never forget the struggles that paved your path to today. I ask you to remember that test you did not ace, that recitation you fumbled, that assignment you were unable to submit on time. I ask you to remember how it felt to log into your Zoom accounts, alone in the cold light of your screens, to say present and continue doing your schoolwork even as the world outside felt like it was ending, even as you were still processing the loss of family and loved ones, even as it seemed like the crisis was endless and actions were pointless. Remember how it felt to be lost. When you leave UNC, you will realize, as I did, that living your life and making meaningful change for others is not the easiest of tasks. Fighting for a better, kinder, more humane society is hard. Reaching and uplifting the lives of those in the margins is hard. The journey towards our aspirations is long, and there will be heartbreaks along the way. May mga panahon na pagmati mo, nawawaran ka na ning pag-asa. Dawaan totoo, nagpupuon palang-palan ang sa imong laban. Asin gulpi pang mga oportunidad ang naghahalat sa imo. I ask all of you to keep all this in mind, so you may be reminded that UNC has already prepared you for them in the wider world outside these walls. And for as long as you hold on to the things you learned here, for as long as you stay true to the values that our university has taught you, you will remain a force for good, not just in your own fields and in your own communities, but in Bicol, in our country, and even in the world. Students of UNC, I challenge you, magpadagos na. Forge on with the strength that you exhibited this past school year. Find ways to do better and be better as you learn from disappointments. Display the determination to rise again and do what is good and right and true, despite setbacks and obstacles. Do it not for your own benefit, but for others. Do it not just for school, but for life. Giraray, congratulations sa Indugabos, sa mga estudyante, alumni, saka empleyadong tatawanan ning onra mo niya na hapon. Diyos mabalos, asin mabuhay po kamugabos.